Hey everybody, I'm Phil Ranieri, store manager at DJ Tech Tools, and today I'm going to show you the quickest and easiest way to apply a graphic overlay special edition that we sell in the DJ Tech Tools web store to your VCI-100. Alright, so here we have a VCI-100 black edition, same as the silver, just black. You will be able to achieve this same effect by purchasing the black knobs and sliders in our web store, in addition to the overlay. So the first step is going to be to remove the jog wheels. I like to do this with a manual screwdriver simply because you don't want to strip the paint off of the screws, because you obviously want to keep your VCI looking as pretty as possible. So go ahead and remove the 3 screws per jog wheel. Here's a trick I do. Loosen it, grab it, and spin it. Set these screws aside. Alright, once the screws are removed, take the jog wheels, set them aside. Next step is going to be to remove the faders. The easiest way to do this is by pinching them on the side and grabbing them like such. Next step is going to be to remove the plates that come default with the VCIs, these little metal ones here. For this, it's okay to go ahead and use a power drill, because these screws and plates you're not going to really use again. You can obviously set them aside and save them for later, but it's not a big deal if you scratch these a little. So once you removed all 10 screws, 5 on the bottom, 5 on the top, you take these plates off, set those aside, and now that you have your faders, plates, and jog wheels off, the only other thing is to take off this little tractor LE sticker if you haven't already done so. It's okay if a little adhesive remains behind, not the end of the world. So with everything off, we're now ready to apply the actual overlay. So, take an overlay. The trick to doing this is you're going to flip it over, stick it on here. It's easy to do it on a flat surface, but I'm just going to do it here to demonstrate. You're going to take an X-Acto knife. You could probably use a pair of scissors, but this is a little better. And you're going to score the bottom of the overlay, the backing, along the bottom, right above all the buttons, and right above these screw holes on the side. Just going to drag it across. Careful not to cut yourself. Once you've scored it, you're going to remove just that bottom part. Like so. So now just the bottom part of the adhesive is exposed. You're going to flip it back over. Don't let that part stick yet. And you're going to align it on the top. I like to use these holes on the left here, the loop buttons, the little tiny black ones, to make sure it's centered. Also look at the line faders to make sure it is aligned properly. You're going to feel across the top just to make sure it's not overhanging. It's a good way to tell that it is even on both the left and right sides. And when it looks good, hold it and then depress along the bottom where you have the adhesive exposed. Double check it on the bottom, make sure it looks all good. Now you are ready to take off the rest of the backing. If I can get it. I like to hold it right here, pull it off. Make sure you get all of the backing off, especially down at the bottom of the jog wheels. Alright, toss that, Now these overlays are built with special channels, little micro channels in the adhesive, so you don't have to worry too much about bubbles forming. You can pretty much just lay it right on down, clearing all of the knobs. And then apply pressure to make sure it is on there smooth, and that looks good. Next, you're just going to go ahead and push down around the edges, again making sure that you're not getting any air pockets in there. There you go, your overlay is on. Now you can just replace all the faders and jog wheels, and you are good to go. Alright, faders, jog wheels back on. There you are.